Say a little bit, sort of big picture about what's going on here. To me, in my opinion, this really boils down to power, who's in control. We have a workforce in this city of 6,000 positions. And the question is it going to be completely controlled by the city manager, mayoral, top floor, city hall power structure, or is there going to be any check on that? Right now we have an independent civil service commission, and they have a small but very dedicated staff that report to them and nobody else. And their job is to make sure we have merit-based hiring, that applicants are tested and that procedures are followed, and the most qualified people are the ones who are hired, not people with connections. And if we get rid of that system, it's just a free-for-all for those who are already in power. And you know, to really appreciate how dramatic a change this would be, I'm just going to give you the shortest little history story here, because I pretty much peaked in AP US History in Poly in 1998, so it was all, or 96, it was all downhill from there. But I do remember that we got the United States Civil Service in the 19th century in the wake of the assassination of President James Garfield. You might remember that from high school. James Garfield was assassinated by a guy who expected to get a job because he had helped Garfield's campaign. And in the 19th century, we had the spoil system. It was political patronage. All the jobs were given to people who supported your campaign for president in your party. And a crazy guy shot the president because he didn't get a job, and they realized they needed reform, and they created this concept of the civil service. I mean, it was a really important reform in the history of this country. And this city was founded at the very end of the 19th century. And so we got the local civil service in this city, and we've had it ever since to protect the residents and the taxpayers against that kind of old 19th century style corruption. And for decades, I mean, the civil service was the path to the middle class, especially for minorities who couldn't get jobs in other fields. And Feldman told me a lot about this, and he really is eloquent on this topic. So this is a big deal. This is not technical. Their arguments are arguments that are false and misleading. And so the things that Herman has been talking about, that's to combat their arguments. They're trying to say, oh, it's slow hiring, and they're scapegoating the civil service. It's not the fault of the civil service, and that's not what this is really about. This is about power.